Hello everyone, welcome back to study tip for IGCSE Biology. Today's topic is related to plant nutrition. So without further delay, let's begin with. In this chapter, you will find out about how plants make carbohydrate by photosynthesis, the structure of leaf, how plants use the glucose they produce in photosynthesis, how to carry out investigation into photosynthesis, the factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis, and finally, why plants need nitrate and magnesium ion. To simplify, let's move on to type of nutrition. Nutrition is the process of providing or obtaining the food necessary for health and growth for the plant. So green plants make their own food. They use simple inorganic substance, carbon dioxide, water and mineral from the oil and soil. So the process by which plants manufacture carbohydrate from raw material using energy from light is called photosynthesis. Chlorophyll is the pigment which makes plants look green. It is kept inside chloroplast of plant cells. When sunlight falls on the chlorophyll, some of energy in the light is absorbed. The chlorophyll molecule releases energy. The released energy makes carbon dioxide combine with water with the help of enzyme inside the chloroplast. So in this process, light energy is transferred to chemical energy. So the photosynthesis equation as below. Carbon dioxide plus water, and through the sunlight, the plants will make the chlorophyll and to produce glucose and oxygen. Leaf structure. So inside the leaf structure, this is roughly about what is actually the function or the structure of the cell is located in the leaf structure. And the rest of the functions, I will explain it inside the adaptations of the leaf. So like epidermis. Epidermis closely fitting cells and covered the top and bottom leaf. Function is to protect the inner layer of cell in the leaf. Upper epidermis and lower epidermis. Stomata. Stomata reside in the lower epidermis. And gut cell, each stoma surrounded by pair of sausage shape is called gut cells, which can open and close the hole, and also it contains chloroplast. Mesophyll. Mesophyll situated in the middle layer of the leaf which contains chloroplast. And palisade, the cell nearer to the top of the leaf are arranged like a fence or palisade to form a palisade layer. So if you can see several palisade, and which is formed a wall or a fence, and this is called palisade layer. Adaptation of leaf for photosynthesis. How the material for photosynthesis get into the leaf from the sun and is absorbed by the chlorophyll, and also carbon dioxide diffuses through stomata, go inside the leaf, and at the same time, the root of the tree, the water in the soil is absorbed through root tips. So root, the water is absorbed by the roots, and to make the process of photosynthesis. If you can see, this is actually how the material for photosynthesis get into the palisade cells. And you get sunlight go inside the cell, and we have carbon dioxide diffuses through the air space, and carbon dioxide diffuses through stomata from the atmosphere. And also we have water is brought from the root in the xylem vessels. And the water travel to chloroplast by osmosis to make photosynthesis. Adaptation of leaf for photosynthesis. Okay, why adaptation of leaf to have a supported by stem and petiole, because to expose much of the leaf as possible to the sunlight and air. And why adaptation of leaf for photosynthesis need to have large surface of area? Because to expose as large as area as possible to the sunlight and air. And then adaptation of leaf. For photosynthesis, we have a tea leaf to allow sunlight to penetrate to all cells, to allow carbon dioxide to diffuse in and oxygen, and to diffuse out as quickly as possible. And stomata in the lower epidermis, the function is to allow carbon dioxide to diffuse in and oxygen to diffuse out. And also S space in spongy mesophyll is to allow carbon dioxide and oxygen to diffuse to and from all cells. No chloroplast in epidermal cell is to allow sunlight to penetrate to the mesophyll layer. Chloroplast containing chlorophyll present in the mesophyll layer is the purpose to absorb energy from sunlight so that carbon dioxide will combine with water. And palisade cell arranged and on is to keep a few cell wall as possible between sunlight and the chloroplast. And chloroplast inside palisade cell often arranged broadside on is the purpose to expose as much chlorophyll as possible to the sunlight. And chlorophyll arranged on flat membrane inside the chloroplast is to expose as much chlorophyll as possible to the sunlight. Xylem vessel within short distance of every mesophyll cell. The purpose is to supply water to the cell in the leaf, and some of which will be used in the process of photosynthesis. Folium tubes within short distance of every mesophyll cell is to take away sucrose and other organic product of photosynthesis. And finally, as a conclusion, why plants need nitrate and magnesium ion? Plants and mineral iron. Plants need mineral for happy growth. They are absorbed through the root by active transport as mineral iron dissolved in the soil water. Same goes to the magnesium and nitrate. Magnesium ions and nitrite ions are needed by the plant because a plant will not grow well if it cannot get enough of this iron, and it will show symptom of mineral deficiency. The below table is actually a summarization about a type of mineral and why it's needed and the effect of the deficiency. If you can see magnesium, why the plant needs magnesium? Because it's to make chlorophyll. And the effect of if deficiency or lack of magnesium will lead to leaf turn into yellow. And also goes to nitrogen. Why is needed? Why plants need nitrogen? Because to make protein. And if it is lack of nitrogen, the plants is getting weak, and it also affects the growth of the plant itself. With that, I would like to end my presentation. So thank you very much.